His nephew is the voice of Lion King.
Oh, okay.
The little one. He's a singer. His first cousin, Jay McQuarrie, was signed to me. Don McQuarrie, we went to elementary school together. Like, I know all the McQuarries.
Right.
So when I seen that and I know him, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Well, you know what? The reason
Did you see it?
Well, they didn't do anything. I see them cuddled up with each other.
Him. No. The dude was freaking and grinding and kissed all that. He got you beat.
But Reginald Vell Johnson, that's the dad from Family Matters.
No, not the dad.
No, I know, but my whole life I thought he was gay. Somebody told me he was gay. I'm talking like high school age. Somebody told me he was gay. I just found out he's not gay.
He's not.
Turns out his fake son on the show, not going to say he's gay because Sydney Starr, a beautiful woman.
That's not a woman.
That's a beautiful woman right there.
What are you talking about,
Beautiful, natural woman.
So you would do a plug talk session with Sydney? You.
I want to just rub oil all over her body.
Man, you sick, bro.
Head to toe, Wack 100 style, oil her up.
You sound like V Twizzy on the 100 side.
Nah, I ain't no V Twizzy.
Yo, listen, bro.
Bro, so, yeah. So, like, I mean, what else do you think that he's been doing in his career that put him into the kind of mental state where he wanted to do?
I know he has had some relapses.
Oh, so he's into drugs.
My man Steve Marcano used to work with him, right? But I know his family. I know him. I know the McQuarries. Right? His nephew, maybe first or second cousin, he's a singer. He was on he's the voice of
But you're acting like he's a serial killer. He just wants to get some trans ass.
Yeah, but that's different for him.
Why him? Because he's a black guy?
No, he's always been, well, you know what? From what I knew, and we're going to leave his family out of there because all them dudes are men. All the McQuarries are men.
Having sex with a trans woman doesn't make you any less of a man, my friend.
No,
If really, I would say it makes you more of a man.
No.
That's like scaling Mount Everest.
You know what the y'all trying to do,
You've taken on one of the greatest challenges that a person could take on, and you've succeeded. I grant you a higher level of manhood.
Nah, bro. I think he was on something.
I mean, he seems all right in the video footage that I saw of them together. I was
he
just
was
DMing
grinding and kissing.
her. I was DMing her just asking her about what their interview plans are.
Asking who?
Sydney and him.
They will definitely. Yo, that me up.
Okay, but
I wasn't ready for that one, bro.
You don't know what to say. I get it. But okay, think about this. Why is Family Matters having a moment right now in 2024 for no reason? Drake titles one of his diss tracks, Family Matters. This shit happens. And then also, Jaleel White was just going viral for talking about how he couldn't get any bitches in the 90s because he wasn't gangster.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like Urkel.
No, I'm going to tell you why.
As a young boy, I liked him. I was like 10. I thought he was about the coolest person on earth.
I had a crush on Laura.
Yeah, we all did.
I had a crush on Laura.
Yeah, if I can't have Sydney Starr, I'm going Laura Winslow.
You putting Sydney before Laura?
I like what I like.
Yo, what the?
I'm just kidding. No, Laura Winslow, though, yeah, let's pull her up.
Man,
let's take a look at what she's
I used to
working.
come home, get my homework done quick so I can watch Laura.
Yeah. Oh, look at her now.
Yeah, I seen her in a movie.
Yeah, time will take a
I seen her in a movie.
Yeah,
we
she was
talking
cute,
Laura
man.
in the 90s. We talking Laura late 80s or maybe
and this,
88.
And this is
what year is this shit?
This is our friend right here, right?
Yeah, bro.
Look at him just loving life. Yeah, I mean, I don't know which of these photos is good to zone in on, but yeah, Laura Winslow, she was a beautiful woman back in the day. Shout out to her. Still a beautiful woman.
She's still a beautiful sister.
Sure. See, like the problem is when we enlarge these photos, they don't really like get that big. I don't know how to.
Yo,
I don't know how to change.
Hey man,
that.
hey, times have changed. They're not changing. They've changed because.
That's what you think when you watch me Google image search someone?
No, what I'm saying is, 10 years ago,
there was no Google.
If dude would have done that, they would have crucified him.
Who's they? The black community
industry.
or everyone?
People. Now it's like no big deal.
Yeah, but okay, I think that you're comparing him to somebody like Mr. C, whose career, rest in peace,
No,
whose career went through a whole crazy trajectory, but it was as a result of the fact that he was buying pussy on the streets. That's a little different than
What
like seemingly
bro?
being in a clear state of mind
What
and
does
choosing.
Mr. C got to do with this, bro?
I'm saying that you are comparing him to like situations that took place 10 or 15 years ago, but I think that they were different.
Him being the actor he is, if he would have did that in front of the world, grind and tongue kiss are openly transgender,
Right.
it would have been a total different reaction. Today, it's just like people like me saying, damn, there is tripping.
Right.
Yo, we even had the same dog trainer.
You're the same dog trainer.
I swear, like, bro.
So it could have
my
been me.
man Nate.
Okay, this is my thing. I'm looking at it right now. Trans OnlyFans star Sydney Starr goes viral in raunchy video with actor.
There's McQuarrie.
I don't think that
He got to drop to McQuarrie, bro. I know the McQuarries, bro.
Yeah, but see, okay, look at this cap. Look at this cap. Want to see what's up next with me and Eddie Winslow? Subscribe to my OnlyFans right now. That's like the number one thing that girls say when there is no explicit content on their OnlyFans.
Did you see what's on IG?
Yeah, but he's just sort of rubbing up on her.
He tongue kissed. He tongue kissed Sydney.
Right. I'm just saying I don't think they're having sex on OnlyFans. I just want to keep this in perspective.
Kissing is a form of a sexual act.
I realize it's quite titillating to you, but it's not the same as them actually having sex.
I don't even want to think about that. What he has done is enough. His name is Darius. I'm not gonna recognize that last name with him because I know the family.
Here's my question.
I know Don. I know Jay. I know all of them.
Can you extend to him the same grace that you extend to someone like your friend Jason Lee, who is a openly homosexual man? Could you extend the same understanding and grace to somebody like this guy who clearly is into trans women?
I will tell you this.
Everybody is into what they're into.
Wait. What I can respect, you're right, is that he's not doing it behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just shocked because I know the family.
Being shocked is understandable.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Right.
But the fact that he's in the open, owning his truth or whatever's leading to his truth, I can respect that. Because now the women know, people know. Now, I'm not saying, hey, he's a bad guy. I'm just shocked because, like, I know the guy. Like, I know the family. And that's not their...
Fuck the family.
No, we can't.
This man got to live his truth. Kids, if you want to get some pussy...
Wait. No, bro. Wait. We're not
just do it.
We're not doing no kids,
Okay,
bro.
not kids,
What the
but like,
fuck is wrong
young
with
people
you,
out
bro?
there, if you are of legal
adults.
age.
If you're an adult, we're not doing that.
So you don't think like a gay 16-year-old shouldn't experiment with other gay 16-year-olds?
Listen, no, because they need parental consent.
With other people their age? I don't think they need. It's the same exact thing
You know
as
what? Let me tell you what's crazy.
heterosexual people.
I'm going to tell you what's crazy. Now, here goes a question. Because in Youth Authority, there was a lot of people locked up for this. Anybody in the state of California that was under the age of 18, 15, 16, whatever, and you could have been 15 and the girl could have been 16, and if you was having sex with that girl, right, they could have booked you for statutory.
They could have.
Yeah, they can book the male for statutory. If the female gets on the stand and says, it was my idea, he was a virgin, I want to have sex, they're going to say, did he penetrate you? Yes, it was my idea. He's going to jail for statutory.
Seems silly.
Nothing's going to happen to her. This is why when we check paperwork.
But they're going to drop the charges for him,
you're
right?
going to jail.
Really?
Yeah, they was giving them niggas 5 to 7. We checked the paperwork when we saw statutory rape. We didn't trip. We all guilty of it. My girlfriend was 6 months older than me, but if you didn't have the parents' consent, mom would have walked in, saw you, I'm calling the police, you're going to jail. But what you just said is crazy. Not because it was male and female and the male was liable. The female only becomes liable when they get the age of 18 and they're with a minor, a boy under the age of 18, and they'll charge him with.
Would you feel if an 18-year-old woman was sleeping with your 16-year-old son?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I wouldn't trip.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
I wouldn't trip. But
you do wonder her motivation.
But watch this. That could be considered. But from what you just said.
But then you got that hanging over her head. So as soon as your son is done with her, boom, sue her ass.
No, you don't get the fuck out of here.
Well, she's from a rich family?
Listen, get her. But what you just said was crazy.
What is it?
What if it's two gay males that's 16?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
They can't book them for statutory because it's not a female. What is it, sodomy?
So you know Milo, who was Kanye's press secretary or whatever, the gay white dude from England or whatever? The thing that got him canceled was he basically said on some podcast, he said that the experience of being a young gay boy and sleeping with much older gay men is in fact like a totally normal, acceptable part of the the homosexual experience. He basically said that on a podcast. Basically,
that a young gay boy could sleep with an older gay man.
And that it's basically like, that's fine.
And it's cool.
That's more or less what he's saying, yeah.
And Kanye got rid of him.
This is 7 years before him and Kanye had anything to do with each other.
Yeah,
that was his initial cancellation.
Real, I had a dude send me some shit to my phone today, and I was like offended.
What was that?
I was like, "Yo, bro, what the f are you sending me this shit for?" I swear to God, I didn't understand it.
What's that?
I can't even remember. It says it's a chart, and he says, "And I'm not gay, nigga. I just researched this." So when I look at the chart, it says, "Was being gay ever considered illegal in the U.S.?" Right?
I would assume back in the day.
But this is a chart that spells out the states that stopped charging people, decriminalization of sodomy laws in the United States.
So you would like to move to a state in which it is illegal for gay men to fuck each other?
Bro, I never knew no shit like this existed. And I told him, I said, bro, what the fuck does this have to do with me?
Yeah, I'm also wondering what that has to do with anything.
Right? And I guess he was listening to my Jason Lee thing, and he tried to cross what I was talking about R. Kelly with that. I said, yo, bro, R. Kelly's in there for a situation with a female, not no fucking sodomy and no crazy shit. But I never knew a chart like this existed, bro. This shit is crazy.
So, okay, as long as we're going down this rabbit hole, let's talk about the fact that your big op, Benzino, had he's had many bad PR blitzes over the years.
Benzino's part of the community.
Well, this might be like his worst one so far, at least one of the worst. Did you see what he said on some podcast?
About R. Kelly. About the 13, he's not in it for no 13, 14
But the thing that Benzino said is basically like 16 is legal in some states. And
it is.
R. Kelly only went a couple years lower than that.
Yeah, that's but I got the content. We got the content on Benzino. Benzino weird, bro.
Right, I've seen some of the content from you. Lil Jon, how you doing, my guy?
He's weird.
On the Fangus.
What up with it, bro?
And that was pretty shocking that he threw that opinion out there.
But the fact that he said that, and he has daughters, or we know a daughter for sure, and he says, well, he only went a few years under the 14, 13. Like, first of all, the girl was 17. Second of all, the family parents lied to R. Kelly and told the girl was 18, 19. And she came out and told him what her age was, and that's how the shit got crazy. But nah, that was
You're
weird.
worse than him. You're an apologist for all the shit.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what it is. You got the text message.
You're down to find any possible escape route for R. Kelly. You would break him out. You would bring him a cake with a file in it.
I don't fuck with none of that.
Do you put R. Kelly in the bucket?
No, I'm just letting you know. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of shit I've seen, and let's be real, bro. The little weirdo tried to put some bullshit on you. That was a lie.
What dude?
The little pump dude.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to put some shit on you.
Right.
So, but after talking to you, and even I was wrong. I was like, bro, we pulled up New Hampshire, and legal age was 16. You was like, Wack.
You always say this. I've never slept with anyone who's underage.
No, remember, this was his narrative. And
he was just saying anything possible to try to get at me.
But when we went and did our research.
But that is the one thing that is super consistent is that anyone anyone who wants to get at me will say something about an underage girl, even though they, in fact, have no knowledge of anything with an underage girl.
When we went to work to do the research, I said, okay, legal age consent is this. So when I called you, you said, yo, bro, I didn't, it wasn't 16. She was like, I don't know, 19.
She was
20.
19, yeah.
19, right? You was like, nah, it wasn't 16, it was 19, right?
Right.
So, but I was just looking at what he was saying. But he threw it out there. And I'm just one of those people to where just because a person throws it out there, I don't just grab it because I know real people that was straight lied on.
Right.
So when a person shows me something, text messages from parents and shit, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of fucked up.
Right. So how do you feel about the Matrix coming for Ack?
We covered that.
Right, but now they dropped the lawsuit.
What
Not dropped, they
well, you know what's going on,
released the lawsuit.
You know what's going on, right?
What?
Okay. The black attorney, the idiot.
So this is the same lawyer from the Lil Rod thing.
Okay.
He's a black attorney. I didn't know that.
Attorney. So when Ack was running his content on Lil Rob,
right?
He
took aim at the
dude got mad, right? He's, without me saying too much, he starts to email Ack and text Ack.
Oh, okay.
Threats because of Ack running content on Lil Rob. 2-3 weeks later, here comes the threat that he already threatened Ack with, right? About what he's going to do, which is this. Now, criminally wise, we all know that the tapes the cops looked at, Ack wasn't in the backyard. Ack was, in fact, in his room asleep.
The cops went there, interviewed everybody involved.
Took all the surveillance cameras.
Didn't arrest anybody.
Because surveillance cameras have her in the backyard with two dudes, and it was consensual. Ack's in there sleep. She comes in a couple hours later, in there with Ack. By the time Ack gets up, she had left.
That's the weirdest thing about it.
They had left.
So Leaf is his assistant that you'll always see Ack with, the little light-skinned guy. And then in the lawsuit, there's like stills from the security cameras of Leaf and another dude looking like a straight Black Ross scene. Like they're butt naked, just banging this chick together. It's just like, what the fuck?
Now watch this.
It's kind of weird to even just see
Ack
him.
don't know what went on. His homies or the chick don't tell him. He looks in his backyard and it's all his shit is everywhere. You know, your patio furniture. He like, what the fuck happened? So he goes to his cameras. When he gets to the cameras, he sees that they having sex.
Right.
He calls her like, yo, you was in the backyard with my homies doing that? Yo, like, what you doing?
But she's saying that he f***ed her the same night.
Now.
Right.
But this is what we don't know. What we do know is Ack was never in the backyard. Ack went in his room. Right. Cameras show that. She went in the backyard, did what she did. Ack's oblivious to it. She came in, goes in the room. We don't know what she did in the room. But I'm going to keep it real. If my girlfriend is at my house and I'm asleep and I wake up and she's getting in the bed,
right,
and I want to, then I'm going to my girlfriend.
You're going to kind of assume that she wasn't just getting banged up by two dudes on the deck.
You don't know that shit. You don't know. He didn't know it until he got up, looked in the backyard like, God damn, what's going on? Like, it's a camera in here. You walk in here, shit's everywhere. First thing you going to is to the camera. You go to the camera, you're like, what the f is going on? Right? So, but the kicker to this, Lucian Grange of UMG, his shit was just dropped. They're on this same attorney. Why did you charge him in this Lil Rob thing? What grounds did you have to even put his name in this? This is, I guess, what he's known for. He'll throw your name in something, say $5 million, and say, all right, we'll take $500,000, let's go. He gets his third, right, and his client, and that's it. They're already watching him, but where he screwed up at is he has issued threats prior to
Akademiks?
Yeah. Like, you know, he got him. And saying, because you're about Lil Rob, you keep on, this is gonna happen. And then 2-3 weeks later, guess who's representing the chick?
Right.
This dude. So I think you know what he reminds me of?
I wonder if she would have taken legal action if it wasn't for this guy approaching her. Because she had already made that one video that came out on Twitter at a certain point where she was basically recounting this whole situation.
Everything.
Yeah.
He contacted her. The dude reminds me of the crooked pastor in Brooklyn. The dude.
I don't even know
I knew
what
that
he
dude
looks
too.
like or anything, yeah.
The dude did the fake robbery. Like, I know the dude real well.
Oh, really?
It's the same type shit. Same type shit, yeah.
It's crazy. Bro, so is Ack acknowledging that he did have sex with her? Because they're saying that they found his sperm inside her, which why is he nutting in a random girl like this anyway?
I don't think she's random.
He was hanging out with her for a period of time?
Yeah, I think he was hanging out with her. Like, bro, if I'm in my room sleep, right, and my girlfriend's in the house, and she gets in the bed, and I wake up throughout the course of that night or that morning and want to fuck my girlfriend, that's what I'm going to do.
Right. I mean, I feel that we probably will never get any sort of clarity about the nature of this hookup because it's basically like two warring stories here, and it's like a tale as old as time. Like, you've heard about this exact scenario a million times. Girl shows up at a party, does some slutty shit, regrets it the next day, and then the narrative becomes either I got too drunk or I was drugged, and in fact, these sexual encounters were not consensual.
But here's the thing. On that camera work, it shows everything. It shows them going to get the liquor. It shows Ack going to his room, them going to the backyard. They going to get the liquor in and out. Her start dealing with one dude, then she dealing with the other dude, right? Ack's never there for any of that.
Right.
He don't pour nobody no liquor, nothing. He don't hand nobody a bottle, nothing. By the time he realized it, everybody's gone from his house. Nobody's at his house. He looks in the backyard like, what the fuck happened to my backyard? He goes to the cameras. Rewind.
Finds the orgy.
He don't even call his homies. He calls her. Like, yo, like, baby, you really, what the fuck you doing with my friends?
Important thing, though, I think, to prevent this sort of thing in the future is that as a celebrity, as a millionaire, there can be no unplanned drunken threesomes / banging my friends / whatever. Like, having this sort of...
It has to be legal.
I'm not saying it has to be legal. I'm saying that all of these circumstances are bad. Like just the drinking combined with the sex, and they're being like, you know, your friends, and they're down to just randomly fuck this girl who probably was drunk. I mean, it's just like when you reach a certain level of stardom, you just cannot allow for these kind of situations at all, I feel.
These situations can only happen if you eliminate the word random. Right? If it's your woman, right, and it's somebody y'all been rocking with, couple years on and off, whatever, cool. But yeah, you go to a club, somebody in your section, you know, she's flirtatious with you and your chick, and she loaded, you can't just take her back to the room.
And this is the thing, though, is that when you look at somebody like a Moneybagg Yo or a Quavo or a whoever, pick your favorite like superstar rapper. These dudes are out here getting absurd, prolific amounts of ass, from what I've heard. And realistically, how many of the girls that they fuck ever end up like doing any kind of like clout shit to them? Like a very, very, very small percentage. On the other hand, Akademiks told me one time that ever since Selena, every chick that he fucks with ends up getting mad at him and then doing the public expose / clout move. So like, unfortunately, whatever it is, like his persona or like how girls view him or how he acts to them or whatever causes them to decide to like turn on him at a far greater rate than a lot of these other rappers that we could think of in the same, who probably realistically are fucking with some of the same girls.
Stop beating around the bush. You telling me they see Ack as food. They don't like him. They fuck with him long enough to get whatever gonna get out of him, and then they go for the play.
I think he gravitates towards some of the most toxic chicks you can imagine. So that's going to be step number one. Number two, I don't think they're scared of him. Like, I think a lot of these girls are probably scared of Moneybagg Yo or Quavo.
Well, we don't want to use that word either. I think Moneybagg Yo and Quavo just do the right thing. We don't want to. It's a different kind of respect.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a different. I see
it's
where you're
definitely
going.
A little bit of a different scenario,
it's a different kind of respect. You know what Ack needs to do?
Right.
He needs to just go to a church, find a girl that wears socks with her sandals, nice homie chick, and chill out.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to relax. And he said when I was doing the podcast with him last time I was in New York, he said, I don't like famous chicks. I feel like...
Because everybody wants them.
Fame is her being on your level. Not like fame necessarily, but like if you find a girl who has the same level of status that you do, then you're going to kind of like have to treat her with respect and vice versa. And I think that's exactly why he needs to date somebody who's in the public eye. He can't keep fucking with these random ass like video girls or whoever the fuck he ends up banging. I don't even know who this girl is. I saw that she was like a writer. I would like to know what she writes or who she wrote for.
Act on like, I don't know if it's famous. It may be chicks with money because maybe the control's not there.
No, I think it's just he likes crazy toxic chicks.
Yeah, he better stop.
Based on Selena and Shay Glizzy, it's like
he better settle
that's
down.
clearly his archetype.
He better settle down.
At least for the time being. I don't know. He's got to get past that though. That's what I'm
He
saying.
needs to settle down because this is not a good look right now.
Right. And that's the crazy thing about it is that regardless of what happens with this lawsuit, like the many
stigma
thousands of, like even just the original Rolling Stone tweet about the article, I was looking at it and it had like 7,000 quote tweets. And the thing about it is that absolutely zero of those people are coming back to the timeline if this case does get dismissed to say, hey, sorry, I called you a piece of shit. You didn't get found guilty, whatever. You know.
Is bad.
None of those people are
all this innocent till proven guilty, that's cap. Your ass is guilty. And even if you're proven innocent, you're still guilty when it comes to social media.
The thing is, Akademiks has been kind of aligning himself with like right-leaning shit. He goes and he does the Donald Trump Jr. interview. He signs with Rumble, stuff like this. That is the community that will 100% stand by you regardless of what kind of accusations you get put on your name. So, you know, he's not exactly trying to fit in with the Democrats or whatever, like a Charlemagne.
Clear act, not free act, clear act.
Clear act.
Clear act. That was created on Adam and Wack show.
Clear act?
Clear act.
Clear act.
Hashtag clear act. Let's see it go. Clear act.
Let's talk about the fucking argument that you got into immediately before we came in here. You went on DW Flames podcast. Yeah. You were sitting down with Flakko, and at one point, you lunged at him. You jumped out of your chair. P. Nice had to hold you by the shirt. It's sure to become a meme. What was going through your head? What was that?
Well, you know, I hate when people talk to me like I'm stupid, especially when I'm trying to be civil. Now, 2 days I've been trying to call this dude. Have a conversation.
Flakko.
Yeah. He ain't answering.
Okay.
Right? He does that shit to everybody, kind of, right? So I walk in there. They say there's food back there. I said, I'm going to go try the food. He's in there, all right?
They got like egg rolls, all kinds of crazy shit,
right?
Yeah.
So I say, yo, listen, man, you know, you brought a few ops in the building. That's your thing. I can care less, whatever. But, bro, you got a big heart. Don't let them come on your platform and use your platform to do shit in the building that can bring bullshit to the building.
So what did Spider Loke say about you?
No, one about me disrespecting my neighborhood. I didn't even want to hear it. My homies is calling me. They called me from the prison, from the street, because, you know, they don't know. They just see no jumper.
But it was Spider Loke that said something about your neighborhood?
Yeah, he disrespected my neighborhood, right? So one of them did in there. One of them did. Now, I don't even know how he got in the building, but fuck it, that's what they do, what they doing. But I told Flakko, I said, Flakko, look, bro, don't let nobody use you. You a kind-hearted guy. You mean well. I know this. You know, I got a chance to know the dude. But the streets don't know that, right? The only thing they know is, yo, this dude, this, that, and other. Let me send it to you. I said, I don't even want to see it because I didn't want to see it and get mad.
See what?
Whatever the fuck was said.
Oh, the clip. Okay.
I didn't want to see it, right? I said, I'm going to call Flakko, tell Flakko, look, bro, make sure they're not doing that because they think they're taking a shot at me. And it's my whole neighborhood. See, the difference about no jumper is that, you know, everybody talk to South Central Watts shit. That's cool. You in the valley. My project's 4 miles from here, right? You in the valley. And I can't have nothing going on with this building that's tied to me like that because you or nobody else is not going to believe that Wack didn't know what the fuck is going on. So my thing to you is, look, Flakko, you're going to let these dudes in the building. That's ops. That's cool. At least tell these dudes, hey, bro, I'm giving you a lane. Don't put me in a fire. right? If they respect you, tell them to give you the same respect you giving them.
And just as a general rule, I think you want to say fuck Wack 100.
That's cool.
That's cool. You want to say fuck this neighborhood or fuck this whole gang.
Yeah.
Even with the Crip Mac shit, it was like, listen, tell me who you don't like. That's totally fine. But as soon as you start saying fuck that gang,
because
this is different. I don't want to be seen as using this as like a platform to create all this division on like on a real level. Like
not only that, what you got to understand when it comes to this social media shit and this entertainment world, it's a handful of us that understand this.
Right.
Right? Them dudes that sitting on the block every day, in the parks all day, every day, they don't understand this. Right? So now I'm getting phone calls. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? So I'm like, okay, let me call him. Right? Couldn't get him on the phone, so I seen him. And when I'm talking to him, Flakko does what a lot of our book smart guys do when they talk to the street dudes. They hit us with these dumbass curveballs. He said, Wack, this is no jumper. No jumper let him in. No. You.
Yeah.
It's your shit. It ain't. See what I'm
It's
saying?
his show, yeah.
So when he said that, I felt slighted.
Like the security guards set up the podcast with Wack.
I felt slighted. I'm like, yo, at that point, I felt slighted.
That's funny. But I don't feel like that's what he was saying in the clip that I saw.
No, that's what he said.
Okay.
When I'm telling him, I'm like, look, Flakko, just, have a talk with your little dudes. I said, because it get to the point, I start blocking shit. Then I'm the bad guy. Do your shit, bro. I'm not tripping. Just be like, yo, you in here, Wack ain't tripping. He ain't tried to block nothing. But at the end of the day, you can't be disrespecting neighborhoods because then that brings some whole other shit to this building. And then now I got Adam. Yo, Wack, what's going on? I could be in fucking Hawaii somewhere. What you mean? Well, your homeboys. What you mean, my homeboys? Because they see it before I do. Mm-hmm. Adam, if motherfucker don't send me a clip, I don't know. I don't be surfing the net and knowing what the fuck is going on. So I'm telling Flakko, have a talk to your little millions, man, and tell them, talk about, you want to say fuck Wack, who, all right, whatever. But don't, you get to diss the neighborhoods, that's bigger than me.
No, I agree.
That's bigger than me.
I would have edited out Comparator saying it if I knew what he was saying during the other thing. Yeah, I don't approve of that. Yeah, but you and Flakko did have a nice conversation.
Yeah, because that ain't no dude I really want to, do nothing to. But when a man trying to talk to you, like you can't be saying those slick shit, right. Especially when it's in those waters. It's in those waters. You know what I'm saying? And it was really out of respect. Because I caught myself, that's my family, P Nice and D Dub. That's deeper than some street shit. That's like family right there. So it's like, I'm going to hear them like they going to hear me. But, that's all it is. But Flakko got to watch the company he keep.
It's funny, though, because the other day, Brick was saying that Wack is never on live stream here. And here you are showing up on live stream and trying to lunge at Flakko.
I've been on live stream a couple times.
A couple times you raided the streams that were going on in the other room.
What is he saying that to say what?
Basically saying that we move appropriately to make sure that you don't run into anyone that has issues with you, even though, that's basically just like him. Well, and Spider, I guess. We used to have to keep you and Crip Mac apart.
I was on live stream at Community for like 2-3 hours.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. If this shit was live stream, it'd be live stream. This is your setup. Like, I go back here when I want. What up, bro? And sit down. So
doing this not live streamed would be far worse from a financial perspective.
I know that.
Or live streaming it would be far worse.
Far worse. Yeah. I know that. So like, what is he saying?
I don't know. He just brought it up.
Like, so that weird.
Basically saying that we treat you in a different way than we kind of treat everybody else because we go so out of our way to keep this human wrecking ball away from all the other hosts.
This is not a live stream show, is it?
No.
You decide that.
Yeah.
But Brick, I'm here 5 to 8. Your punk ass know to build that. What is he saying?
I shouldn't have mentioned this.
Hey, what is he saying? Like, what is he saying? Like, you, Brick, bro, it was on my homeboy DMs, right?
What was he saying?
Huh? On some dick sucking shit.
Whoa. Like what?
Me and Wack just be running plays. I ain't got no issues with y'all, Bro, I don't know you. I've never seen you in my life.
Brick's always saying that he's
I
running
swear
a
to
play
God,
with somebody. Like
I don't know you.
He was saying that about Smack too. He's like, oh, we were just running a play.
I don't know you. What you mean? Like,
But you do that trick too.
No.
You'll really beef with somebody and then you'll be like, it was a skit.
No. Ooh.
You've done this.
When?
You've done this.
When?
Fucking
When?
With Loose Cannon?
Loose Cannon,
yeah. Y'all beefed and then you said it was a skit.
No, but that was loose. That was all loose.
Right.
That was loose getting off on me using the Wack name.
Oh, okay.
You never seen me.
But then you told him like, hey, act like it was a skit. Act like it was all planned out.
He was doing his shit, right? And that was him. So he called me. I knew what he was doing, but it wasn't like the Wack pulling up. We doing some skits and some fake getting. I don't know how to do no shit like that, bro. I don't do that. But if one of our guys was like, yo, Wack, I'm trying to do this. I'm going to do this for some clickbait because people respond. I don't give a fuck.
I already saw it in the Reddit that they're acting like you lunging at Flakko was fake.
But see, that's them.
It's too good to be true. They see that kind of thing and they're like, this has to be scripted.
Bro, I can't control the minds of mental midgets. Can't control that. I mean, for what I'm going to do, argue? But I look like argue with a motherfucker about my truth. This motherfucker Wayne Maine, and he's telling me about what happened in the room right here.
Wait, who? Oh, you're talking about the random Reddit people? Yeah.
Yeah, but like y'all on Reddit, go Reddit, right? Leave another comment. I don't even know how Reddit works. Leave a comment, say some shit. Fuck it, make up some shit, whatever.
It's like a message board. You can like post a text or an image, and then people can respond to it.
Yeah, but I mean, people gonna say what it is. But that's what it's about.
Right.
That's what this shit is, content.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay. I understand that you had a conversation with a very good friend of mine, Snoopy Badazz. How did you end up speaking to this young man?
SKG, the one big you got the charges on, the lady.
Okay.
She texted me and said, yo, I was talking to Snoopy about some other stuff, and he brought it up and said he want to talk to you. So I'm like, all right, cool. There you go.
Can I give Snoopy your number so you two can talk?
Oh, he gave my number. He called me. I get on the phone with him.
First time you talked in 5 years?
Yes. I get on the phone with him, and he goes to address the previous video, the guy putting the gun on him.
Right.
Because I said what I reacted to it, right?
He tried to act like it was fake, but
no, it wasn't fake.
His explanation about it being fake was in fact fake, is what I've got.
Yeah, it wasn't fake.
Okay.
So, I told him, I said, yo, bro, look, at the end of the day, if it's happening on the curb and your children are up there, I don't think that's cool that you're taking the gunman towards your children. Whatever's going to happen, let it happen down there. You may get up there and he do something and look, I don't know how old your kids are, but if a dude see the kid is old enough to identify, it's a good chance he might turn that gun on that child. So the fact that you was going up the stairs, he like, well, Wack, wasn't no kids up there. I said, well, listen, I'm only reacting to what I'm seeing. I heard it come out your mouth. My kids is up here. My kids is up here. So based upon that, I'm reacting to it. So I'm asking you, do you think? He said, nah, you right. The whole conversation, he had no rebuttals. Like, we went over everything from the beginning.
What are some highlights?
I never knew how he got my number. He called me and was asking me to help him with his music. I didn't know who he was. Sent me his socials. First thing I noticed is
you told him to wear tight clothes.
Ain't what I said.
It's all right. You don't have to explain.
First thing I noticed, he's a dude with a khaki suit, Chuck Taylors, and a Jerry curl.
Right. Swagging on him.
I said, bro, today's age in the streaming world, the kids ain't fucking with that. And I use Game as an example. I said Game is 6'5", right? He doesn't wear fucking tight clothes or gay clothes, but he found some shit, right, to where his swag is in line with what's trending today. Right. What you're wearing works in Compton. If you're trying to just rap in Compton, cool. If you're trying to reach the world,
Right.
you got to change that
We
up.
remember this whole part, but like, so
Right.
this is like a big chunk of what you guys talked about was like his clothing, or
you know, he talked about his DP, he talked about how it happened. But what's crazy is he didn't disagree with nothing I said.
you guys got along all right.
Yeah, I talked to him for like an hour and a half.
So we could bring you two together on the podcast.
Yeah, next week.
Woo! That is insane.
Because he need to sit down and really, you know, the points and clear it up. Like
Right.
we went over everything. And then he called me today. I guess him and Reggie Wright been having some shit,
Reggie Wright's talking about everybody.
right? So I'm like, yo, bro, you must say something about him. Reggie ain't just gonna fuck with you. So I called Reg on the three-way, let him talk. They talked and he told Reg, and I told him, I said, look, bro, I'm gonna be real. To all you street dudes, why would you want a problem with an ex-police officer that's tied to the streets? You can't call him a snitch. He knows everybody in the streets, and he knows cops.
Right.
If you are in the streets in any shape, form, or fashion, active in any way, with any dirt on you, this dude could get that information. He could play dirty. You can't call him a snitch. He can utilize his cop friends. Why the fuck would you want to beef with somebody like that?
I was just telling him to shut the fuck up on Munchie's podcast. So
You can.
I mean, most people aren't like really thinking that
You
down
can,
the road,
but-
right?
And you know, he told Reggie today, like Reggie, I swear to God, he said, Reggie, I don't want no problem with you, bro. Whatever I said, I'm sorry. I'm cool.
Snoopy did. Okay.
Yeah. I think he's going through a transition right now.
Snoopy? I feel like the whole time I've known him, it's been transition
No, we
after
covered everything.
transition.
His telling, all the hood hopping. You know, I'm like, you know, bro, like, this is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and look, the Hoovers. Yo, bro, you be having shit going on up here, bro.
What about the Hoovers?
I don't know. I guess somebody dissed the Hoovers up here. So it's not up here, but on the live or something. I don't know. One of you little dudes, bro. But a lot going on. But at the end of the day,
The only person I could think of who would do that would be Big
did it.
Baby.
He did it.
He did?
He did it.
On a live stream or something?
I don't know if it was yours, but it was on a live stream where he was talking about your guy,
Big deal?
Milk.
Milk.
And instead of just dissing Milk, he dissed the whole shit.
But like somebody like X4 is always talking about hoochies and everything.
Yeah, but he's a rapper in the street.
So is Brick, right?
Yeah,
He's a
Brick-
podcaster too, so it's a little different.
Yeah, so but this is what's weird that Brick does. He'll diss a motherfucker whole neighborhood, but then he'll say, but shout out to my niggas, little Willie Boy, little Big Cloud, little Tire Iron, and little Blow Pop.
Shout out little Willie
Hold
Boy.
on, bro. They all from the neighborhood you just dissed.
So you're saying you've been getting phone calls, they're upset about the disrespect.
definitely,
Wow,
definitely.
okay.
That I'm trying to stay far away from that one.
I'll have to
I don't
do
want
my
to.
homework on
I
that.
don't want to. Listen. I told him I don't believe it was on your thing. It was on a live.
But not a No Jumper podcast?
I don't think so. You might want to check. It might have been, cause you know I don't be knowing. But I seen him. I heard him say he dissed the whole shit.
I feel like he would probably say more offensive things on a street level on Instagram Live or on some random.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
I feel like he would not take it to that level on here, especially since we just had him sitting down with Big Deal. So I don't know. I'll have to.
But what was weird, I don't know if it was today. I seen him sitting down with T-Rail.
Yep. They've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, but shit. T-Rail from Hoover.
Well,
My ass. This is why I be like, yo, look, man, this shit ain't my world no more.
right.
Because you just dissed the whole thing.
But you're friends with all these Crips. You know exactly how it works. You've got all kinds of relationships with people that you aren't technically supposed to get along with. This is a tale as old as time.
No,
right?
we've been past that. East Coast, I got real comrades from East Coast. Deco, Youngster, right? Real comrades from East Coast.
But also some
Joe
ops.
Osama, right?
But then there's
and
a
by
spider look.
paper, they're enemies as far as some Crip shit, right?
Right.
That's some gangbang shit. So if I had an issue, you'll never see me diss East Coast because I'm mad at Spider Loc.
Right.
Because now my brothers, that's where they from.
Right.
So I'm gonna have more respect for them, right, than the disregard I got for him. And every time Brick does it, he'll diss a nigga whole hood and then shout out 5 people he fuck with from the hood. He gonna fuck around and get them DP.
But it's the same thing with like DW when he said the thing about the cigarette. I mean, nobody took that as him having like a hatred for that whole area.
No,
right?
a lot did, but some understood a person's lingo. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm tired of this fake shit. The reason why that really happened, Brick is fronting like him and DW got this long history. Nigga, you met DW up here. You met DW at No Jumper. Right. And it's really some buster shit to your homies when you say, this my homeboy. Nigga, you met him at No Jumper. Y'all ain't even got a county lid in, right? So him and DW really ain't bonded like that for his mind to be clicking like who this dude is. Mm-hmm. But he's perpetrating a fraud as if, this my homeboy, like you been knowing this nigga. You haven't. You met him at No Jumper.
Right.
Right? And I think that's where that disconnect was. DW would never do that to me.
Right.
I would never do that to him. We got like 15 years of history or better.
I think I learned a lesson during that whole time period, which was like 1 gang member max per No Jumper show.
Depending on age and what type of dudes you're dealing
Definitely depending on what type of dudes you're dealing with. But with Brick and DW together, it just kind of became too much of a crip off every episode.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it was.
A little too much politics, a little bit too much of a gang powwow.
Brick baby been there. DW comes into the fold, and DW is more of his cripping is most solidified. Who he is, right? His rank, his reputation.
If you say so. I don't know.
No, this is a fact.
I have no idea.
This is a fact, right?
Whatever you say.
So, whenever it comes to the little dude, he did say y'all do gay shit sometime. You get offended.
Yes, we did.
Look at you. Like you start getting red and shit.
That's my boyfriend. Me, him, and Sydney Starr.
You said it, not me.
Just kidding. Brick baby, known heterosexual.
No,
I see you out there fucking women. Twin.
Is that like some type of code or some shit?
Twin?
No, the little finger shit.
Atlanta.
Does that mean like 2 men on top of each other?
That's like some slat shit.
Nah, bro, we ain't gonna do that today.
Brick is my slat.
We ain't doing that.
Well, you
today.
ain't that type of blood. I can't call you my slat.
We ain't doing that to Atlanta.
All right.
Atlanta got some shit going on, but everybody ain't like that.
Okay.
Put some respect on the A, man.
Okay.
A, man.
Respect to the A, man.
Yo, man, so last week I was running late. I went to Jason Lee's show.
Oh, yeah.
And then I forgot I had Vlad the next day.
Okay.
You lied.
You lied.
You lied.
You told Vlad that I was going to film porn with a transgender person.
I told Vlad that you said you was considering fucking doing it. You said it's a thought. You thought about it.
When have I ever considered doing that?
You said it on the show.
I mean, maybe I said that jokingly. I don't recall, but...
You said it.
I don't think
I was like, yo. I said, yo, Adam said it. And he said he might consider it one day. Not now, but I consider it.
I don't even want to leave the door open a little bit for that.
You let him sit on your lap.
Hip hop community.
You
straight.
said the dude had swamp ass.
Straight as an arrow.
Did you not say that?
That's a beautiful woman. But swamp ass, yes.
On your lap.
I felt it on my knee.
And you took the jeans on, took them off, and smelled them.
Oh, yeah, I did. I sniffed yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's some weird white boy shit. But, Vlad called you. You know what I mean? And
I was doing an interview, so I didn't see the call, but then he texted me and asked me. I can't wait to see that part in the interview where he's texting me to confirm whether I did or not.
You won't. You can't see Vlad.
Well, I mean, I'll be able to hear him.
Cap.
I could picture him in my head because I know what he looks like.
Cap.
You text me as well.
Cap.
Yeah. So So I'm doing an interview and then I'm forced to be like defending my heterosexuality via 2 different text messages at the same time.
But what Vlad did say, even if you did do a transgender session,
you'd still respect me?
he'd still be your friend.
Wow, that's so great to know.
That's what he said.
That's amazing.
I mean, I'll be your friend too. I just think you weird as a motherfucker.
You just ridicule me for my alleged homosexuality a
now
lot?
hold on. Who's a better friend though?
You or Vlad?
Vlad said he watched the session with your wife, with the other dudes, and he didn't pay for it. He got it from some illegal shit.
Oh, that is
I
fucked up.
said,
Come on, Vlad.
I would never watch it.
I've been paying for my fucking YouTube membership on Vlad TV for like 3 years, and he can't spend $20 to watch my wife get plowed. That's fucked up.
I told him, out of respect, I would never watch it.
I mean, honestly, I really don't give a fuck if you watch it.
I'm just saying I won't. I'm
that's
just
cool.
telling you. It's like I couldn't do it.
The piracy is what I have an issue with.
Not him watching.
We need to pay artists for their work. And that includes sex workers.
I would never do it, brother.
Well, I don't really.
Because, you know, listen, when I see your wife, she's cool.
Right.
So I want to be able to see her, right, on neutral grounds. I'm a man, right? If you see something that's going on with a woman, you remember certain shit, you start having certain thoughts. I never want to be in that space with your wife because she's like real cool people, and I respect you, bro. Just real shit.
You're like a real primal kind of guy. You can't watch a woman get fucked and then just have a normal relationship with her afterwards, huh?
No, I would not. That's your wife.
Let me put it like this.
That's your wife, bro.
Riley Reid.
That's your wife.
I banged Riley Reid in the ass in my backyard with Lena on camera. And now I hang out with her and her husband and we do like stuff with our kids. We like play with our kids and like have a little afternoon
That's
hangouts.
white boy shit.
And
was that her husband when you did that back then?
No, this was before.
And he knows.
I would assume he knows, yeah.
But he's never said nothing to your body.
No.
I would watch him.
He would, if you were him, you would go watch it.
No, if I was you, I would watch him.
You think he, might poison me or something?
The fact that he ain't said nothing, he even acknowledged the shit.
It's just being polite, right?
Bro, I would never watch. I swear to God, if I walked in somewhere, they like, yo, this is Black Wife. I'm turning around.
If he goes,
bro.
If he goes,
I won't do it.
If he goes to a porn industry party with her, there might be 40 guys there that fuck her, and a couple hundred chicks.
I mean, well, you know, he married a
yeah, he knew what he was getting into. It's like, you know, that was her line of work. She's famous. She's rich and famous from that. Like very rich.
That's wild.
Like fucked up. Like, whoa, that's too much money.
No, that's great. But just me, bro. Just me. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's not.
My respect scale and the politics of my respect is just a little different.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. Not everybody's meant to be a sex worker. Speaking of people who aren't meant to be a sex worker but are good at other things, did you see my boy American Cholo? Bow! Beat the dog shit out that racist.
When I was coming from Vegas, Mr. Capone, Mr. Capone.
Yes, that's correct.
That's how he says it?
Yeah.
It popped up on my thing and I watched it and he was breaking down on some dude I never heard of.
So let me tell you what happened.
Went to his house.
So there's a guy who is a Mexican
some racist shit,
podcaster,
right?
yes, and he had a whole rant talking about the No Jumper hosts and saying that they're all a bunch of monkeys. Now, I don't know if you might be thrown in that mix. I presume he's not talking about you. He's probably talking about some of the other people, but monkeys was the phrase that he used repeatedly in this rant.
Did he say monkey or did he say pinche changos?
He said monkeys.
He
it was in
never
English.
Said changos?
No.
Okay.
Well, is that the direct translation?
That's the Spanish.
Okay. But either way, he goes on this whole rant. And so then the podcast that he was a part of, the main dude on the podcast, fires him on air as a host because of the racism. Then next, he goes to American Cholo's recording spot.
That ain't what I heard.
What?
I heard when he said that, American Cholo spoke against it.
Against him being fired or against
calling him being a
right.
racist.
Because one thing that you get from the older Mexican dudes is that they don't want to see other Mexican dudes be outwardly racist because they realize this is going to create tension within the community, right?
Yeah, my name got mentioned in Mr. Capone shit, but go ahead.
Okay. But so then this guy, Norbies, he goes to American Cholo's spot looking for either an argument or a fight. And in the live, it like splits from him walking around out there looking for him to him being mangled. Got that
Is
shit
video
beat out.
footage?
No, but there's do we have it? I know that it was.
So he was in the front yard?
No jumper, American Cholo Twitter fight.
You know, hey, shout out to American Cholo.
I found it instantly.
He spoke up for the brothers.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know where that's at.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
They whooped his ass.
He bloody as fuck, dude.
What is he saying?
He's just basically trying to like justify the fact that he just had this happen to him.
When trolling goes wrong.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything from this dude.
Where is that at?
Then. That's his spot.
His spot.
American Cholo spot, yes.
His podcast spot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it look different than the one that you visited?
I went to his house.
Oh.
Mr. Capone said he went to his house. So Mr. Capone owes this dude an apology. Because that looked like his place of business.
Yeah, it is. This is his place of business.
Yeah, that's not his house.
Right. I mean, either way it could be considered questionable, right?
I mean, either one you pull up, you need to be, ready to deal with you if you're pulling up. Now, he went to troll. Did they come out on him, or did him and American have a head up?
I think he probably realistically wanted to go there to argue with him, and then American Cholo was just like, "No, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you." But he might have been looking for a fight.
So was it American Cholo or was it other guys?
Oh, I think it was just American Cholo, and that was my question for American Cholo. Is I was like, was there a weapon involved? Because like that version of that we were just watching was kind of low resolution, but like the version I saw is like big chunks of his fucking lip and ear and shit looked like they were missing, and he said no, it was just a fist fight. So I don't know. We're never gonna see the Wack American Cholo celebrity boxing match to raise money for cancer or trans youth or anything.
I mean, he lived right there, 0.3 miles from the studio.
Nah, he told me he didn't want to fight you anyway. He told me it's past that. It's a little too serious.
He said what?
He said it was a little too serious for a scrap at this point.
So he's saying he got an issue? What he told you?
That was basically what he was insinuating, was that it was a little too serious, yeah.
So he got an issue. So he's saying his own.
Basically, yeah.
You know what, Adam? This is the shit American Cholo was talking about.
You think I'm enticing stuff right now?
Yeah, because
I'm just repeating what he said on his podcast to me.
He told you that.
He told me that he doesn't want to fight you.
But he didn't say the other shit.
He didn't say it's on.
See, because when you say that.
It was kind of being insinuated.
But when you say, no, I know, because when you say that, a person like me could take that as something else. And this is what American Cholo was saying about you, that Adam pumps shit up. This is what they all say, right? Yeah. I tell him he can only pump those up that want to be pumped up. See how I heard it? I take it and turn it into content of a conversation. I don't hear it and I say nothing and be like, yo, it's on. This dude told Adam this. We have a conversation about it.
Well, I'm not saying that he said it's on. I'm just saying that's kind of what he was insinuating. But cool. The clip is online so that you could watch it if you want to see exactly what he said.
Yeah, I don't like follow again, and I stand on this. And I'm going to say this before the rest of you guys do it. I don't know you guys. So all you guys that knowingly go on YouTube and say some shit about me, and then I react, you can't call me the bad guy because I'm reacting to what you're saying about a total stranger. And it's cool. Just stop crying like a little bitch about what my reaction is to your action, right? Just straight up, if you're like, okay, I'm gonna use Wack's name for some clout, cool. If I react, there's no like, okay, I did that. The guy don't know me, I don't know him. There was really no reason to say nothing crazy. You never hear me, you didn't set me up a couple times.
With who?
Lefty Gunplay.
No, that was you.
I didn't know who this motherfucker was.
Yeah, but you were talking shit about how he ain't about that gunplay.
No.
And you didn't know who he was.
Listen, I thought you was trolling.
It does kind of sound like a fake rap.
Yeah,
name.
when you said, fuck it, that's like me saying little blow pop or little Peter Bobble, right?
Hell no, Lefty Gunplay is a hard rap name.
When you said it,
That's a part of his success.
You missing
is
the
that
point.
it's the kind of rap name that everybody wants
I
to
had
say.
never heard of the dude, respectfully. So when you said it, you like, yeah, Lefty Gunplay, right? I said, sounds like a name of a motherfucker ain't never shot nobody, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know nothing. I'm thinking you playing, right? This dude is still running with it. Did you hear the lies he told on Bootleg Kev show?
What do you say?
I blocked a
I know.
$200,000
Yeah, what
deal.
is that about?
Bro,
Listen, if you having a conversation on a podcast about the potential risks of signing a gang-affiliated artist could knock an offer down $200,000, then so fucking what? The label could use any excuse that they want.
Adam.
And it's like, if this really was a bidding war situation, it wouldn't matter what you said because they're all going to be independently fighting for this
Adam.
artist, right?
I did not say labels beware. I said me, a black dude from the streets, a Paru, wouldn't do it because of this. The label's not going to have those problems. Lefty will have those problems with them, but they're not going to approach the label. So nothing I said insinuated that, all labels, beware, don't do business with Lefty Gunplay. That's not what I said. Right. So
Let me
when I
ask you
heard
this.
that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you
did
notice
others do?
that the labels that are located in Los Angeles tend to be sort of fearful of signing gang-related artists from Los Angeles as opposed to like New York or Atlanta or Memphis? They'll just sign. You could be the most murderous fucking rapper out of New York and a label in LA will sign you.
Because they understand LA.
Yeah.
And it's people in those buildings that's blocking a lot of times too. They're like, you may want to.
Is that because the labels think that they're going to like actually get pressed by street people?
No, that's because
they're
labels,
just trying to avoid violence coming to their spot.
No, they don't care about none of that. They care about we giving you $500,000 up front, putting you in the studio, spending another $200,000-300,000 on studio and engineer and all this shit, and then boom, we wake up and you shot a motherfucker, you got life or you're dead.
But that's a risk with all the New York and Memphis and wherever else artists.
No, we're talking
right?
LA labels.
Right. What's up?
We're talking LA labels.
We need to stop the practice of everybody just invading the podcast.
Who?
But what's up?
He just came and exploded on my
What happened?
podcast.
What's happening with it?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Get him.
Nah, I'm on you, nigga. I'm on you, nigga.
You
came up
Hey,
with that tripping, nigga.
Hold on. But let me ask you a question. Was I not trying to have a
You were trying to tell
civil
him.
conversation?
Man.
He slided me, nephew.
trying to throw it off
He
on no
slided me.
Fucking
He's like,
Mario
when he
and
told
Luigi
me-
over here.
Bodyguard.
Hey, when he told me,
Bodyguard,
when he
nigga.
told me, that's no jumper. Okay, now you talking to me like I'm
right.
stupid. And you know what? Here go the problem, though. This real shit. But y'all too. We not them other dudes, bro. Like, certain shit go.
Right.
What about this?
That's what it is.
What the fuck?
That's you grabbing my shirt, motherfucker. Nigga grab my shirt.
Just the
Deepest
I
end
can't let my dog crash out. You feel me?
Like you was about to do something.
I was.
But look. The only reason look.
Appreciate you.
Look. The only reason I grab you because I know how we are. In your face. The nigga, hey Adam, he blacked out. Boom. Point of no return. Like he always say about me and Flakko.
It was that bad.
They black out and then we got to grab us till we notice who they is.
Yeah.
I had to do him the same way.
No, but that's where the love and respect is.
Right.
Everybody can't do that to us.
Hell no.
Right.
I know exactly where I'm at. I know who's around me
I know I could grab him
all day, and I'm not gonna.
But don't
react.
grab him.
And if he no, be good like that.
Okay.
If he
No,
grab
I'm not
me,
going.
you feel me? I
No,
can-
I'm not gonna react because I know it's one of them. I'm not gonna do none of that. I know what it is.
What would you have done to Flakko if you had been able to?
Yeah, what would you
It could have been a whole thing,
I probably
right?
stage one slapped him.
Stage one?
Slap him.
So like, what's the stage one slap?
No, I mean stage one. I went to ball fist him.
No, I'm just saying like the stage one is like just like
No, the palm one. You know, you try to knock him
back
out.
or like just like nigga.
No, you know the one where we try to knock a nigga out with a slap, like right here.
Oh, so like the bottom
right
of the
here.
palm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, can we not do that? I would love if we did not beat up Flakko.
That's not a beat up.
That's still
not beating up.
It's something.
It's a slap.
It's a little something.
You know what's crazy?
I don't give a
though?
fuck
Hey,
if it's a love tap.
I swear to God, I be telling people this shit, and y'all got to pay attention. Long Beach Insanes are one of the most disciplined and in shape neighborhood.
Right, you have to do an obstacle course instead
No,
of a
them
put on.
motherfuckers beat no for real.
Instead of a put on,
You seen how fast
you gotta
if
like
it wouldn't have been
scale a
him,
wall.
because he being as quick as he was on his feet, I'd have got to it.
Right.
I was a half a step from it.
I feel like the Crip should be like being a cop, where if you
No,
if,
no.
You, if you don't if you
No,
fail a
for
physical
real.
fitness test, you're out.
No, I'm not.
You
no,
have to be in shape.
I'm not lying.
I don't want a 400-pound Crip.
You can still go over there, they park.
Unless he fast and quick on his feet.
You go there, they park, and them niggas will be 20, 30 deep, burpees, pull-ups, working out. Like, that's the only
There's a lot of
neighborhood
good like workout playgrounds in Long Beach.
There's a lot of.
No, I think it's just Blue still run 8 miles a day.
Blue is a militant ass nigga.
Blueface runs
Bro,
8 miles
no,
a day.
Blue, Henderson Blue.
Oh, okay.
Henderson Blue from Long
Right?
Beach.
He gets up, Blue like 50. Gets up and runs 8 miles right now. In the morning, he'll call me 5 in the morning.
Yep.
Run every motherfucking morning.
Very militant.
No, they neighborhood.
Talk to
You
nobody.
see Trady. Trady still be. Trady, don't get mad at me. I got to do it. Yeah. I just did 7 sets of tries, 15 sets of burpees. Yeah.
21 Navy SEALs.
You know, Trady got to be 55.
Hey, you want to prove to
55.
us that you got some muscle out here?
Right.
You get us to sit down. Trey D, DW Flame.
Well, no, that's some other shit going on. They got.
Hey, we could make that.
Yeah, they can make that happen.
Long Beach, baby.
Does Trady daughter be up here, right?
I could actually make that happen.
Yeah, I think that could happen.
But you gotta.
I'm
be
working
big.
on DW and Snoop.
What I gotta understand is though, look, Trady is a G homie from the hood, solid individual, stubborn as a motherfucker.
Stubborn as fuck. Yeah.
W, younger homie from the hood, solid as a motherfucker.
Solid. Okay.
Stubborn
Yeah,
as a
stubborn.
motherfucker.
Right.
You feel me? It's like Trady when he was younger. You feel what I'm saying? Like they just two
Yeah.
bulls. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out Trady though. Shout out Trady, man.
all I do is it's just a conversation.
Real East Side.
It ain't
Yo,
even-
did Snoop really bring all the East Sides back together? I heard that
I
he
don't know. I know that he
signed.
did a video shoot with DPG. They
No,
put
yeah,
out an album.
they did like an interview with I'm gonna have to fucking look it up, but I feel like Bootleg Kev did it.
I seen Daz and Corrupt on Bootleg Kev.
Yeah,
I've
but I
seen that.
feel like he did another one with Snoop.
Yeah, I was hearing East Side.
It might not have been
like the
him.
East Sides
It might have
with
been.
East Sides. I would like to just see them niggas go on tour.
Go crazy.
Oh, they can
No
go
new
up.
shit though. I just want to see him go on tour, but all
All their old shit.
go crazy.
But you know, Trady gonna want his cameo.
Come on, bro.
Trady gonna want his cameo. You know what I'm saying?
Let me.
You know. Hey yo,
Daz.
that nigga Trey D has not left the yard.
You funny, bro. You my nigga.
You know I'm a little fucked up. I feel like this is.
Hey, you funny. Hey, Adam, you missed it, bro.
What happened?
Oh, you gonna see it. He was live. I just not
He was
thought
We're not live. We're just recording. What?
No,
He
we
was
was
live.
on our
Oh, yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
tripping. Oh my God. That shit not about to be edited out.
That's what it is.
I didn't even think about that shit.
Oh no, it was on Homegrown Radio.
Throw it to,
Oh, that's DJ Head.
throw it to the P to the camera, cuz. They go screenshot this. Yep.
That's DJ Head.
Screenshot that. You know what it is?
That's DJ Head.
Adam,
You know
how do you-
DJ Head?
Appreciate
Adam?
you.
So, dog.
I did. He
right,
unfollowed me
now be
recently.
careful.
So,
I- somehow during the midst of the Kendrick and Drake thing, I noticed I got the DJ Head unfollow
What?
on Instagram and Twitter, so you know it's not an accident.
You want to find out why?
I don't know, whatever.
Well, why? But
I ain't gonna ask him.
He's definitely pro Kendrick.
Yeah,
You talking
yeah.
shit about Kendrick?
Don't call him. Oh my God, you're so weird.
No, I'm gonna text him.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's so West Coast that I
He's
guess.
all the way West Coast.
Because I was mega Drake is not going to take any damage in this battle until
bro.
Drake took a whole bunch of damage in the battle. But at that time, I still stand on my analysis.
No, bro, it's looking bad.
For Drake?
Drake ain't finna be over with, but I really believe Drake's been doing this, right? Skyrocketing on the climb. You look up, whatever that smoke is you see on that rocket, that's Drake. I think now Drake's doing this. He's leveling off. This Kendrick shit is gonna make his rocket level off. That climb is over with. He's still light years up there, right? And I think he's gonna take like a 20% hit. But the climb is done. He's about to level off.
This is my thing, is that Drake was at a place in his career in which he clearly felt like he was so successful that he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. He could put out a dance album.
That's real.
He could do all these different arcs. He's put out a whole bunch of different projects that didn't really have like obvious hit singles on them or whatever. Now I feel like he's at this point where he has to really like prove why he is the person that he is. So it's like, I feel like whatever he comes with, the next project, there's no fucking around. He's got to like really mega remind everybody why he's so great.
Okay, let me ask you a question, because I was on, got a room. It's about New York brothers.
But either way, this is the thing, is that both of their next albums, like we're talking about artists who had already kind of like reached the peak.
Long as Kendrick go third quarter, he's great.
There is now like an extra couple of years of intrigue added to the careers of these artists, regardless. Like if there was a chance of people losing interest in either of them, that has easily been evaded.
Listen, I got a dude, he's in the room called ADHD. His name is Bradshaw. They call him Trap, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And he confuses me because he's a New York dude.
Okay.
But he's pro Kendrick. Right? So
He's probably a hip hop purist. Right?
I told them, good dude, shout out to Bradshaw, right? I told them if I was Drake, I wouldn't drop no music. I wouldn't lay down. I wouldn't drop no merch, but I would grab an artist and get behind him over the next quarter or two, and then come fourth quarter, drop something for the ladies across the street and do a Latin collab. Because if you drop anything right now, the momentum that's going against him for really no reason. Because a lot of the shit that they accusing him of, it ain't real, but it's what it is.
But Kendrick's
the king right now.
Kendrick kind of like cut the legs off on a lot of those options because he's branded him as this like anti-black culture vulture to such an extent that if Drake were to go and do the thing that he has done over and over and over, which is to like basically take a burgeoning rap scene or artist and go embed himself with them, create a song together, create a couple songs together.
Do that. I wouldn't even feature. I would just work with him, be seen in the studio. I wouldn't even get on it. I would promote him, right? Because think about it. If you take an aspiring artist, right, his numbers can't do nothing but spike.
The thing is, though, is that Drake has not really shown much of a propensity for taking an artist's career from zero to 100.
So do you think Drake should drop music right now? It's dangerous, bro, because if it doesn't perform, I think even if the shit's a smash, because what's going on, they're going to vote against it.
I think he should probably let Kendrick drop first. And I think Kendrick will probably drop within 6 months.
Kendrick going to drop by third quarter, late at the latest.
Right. I feel like
this song finna ride this summer.
If I'm Drake, I want to see what Kendrick drops first. But on the other hand, I mean, if he drops, he could like remind everybody why he's so great and why he can make such great music. But yeah, I do feel like now is a time where he needs to make the people miss his catalog, his career. Like he needs to create a little bit of distance.
By at least end of the year, a single.
Oh, a single. I mean, if we're talking one song,
he better bro. He got to do something by the end of the year. I wouldn't do it now.
Somebody told me something I thought was really interesting. That the last song that he released, I already forgot the fucking name. The Heart Part 6.
Okay.
Instead of that song being sort of like apologetic and or weirdly like, okay, like you're lying about me, and he's sort of like explaining and everything, he should have gone pop/hit, and he should have gone funny / I don't give a fuck. Because when somebody makes a song where they call you a pedophile, and you make a song that's kind of like, bro, I'm not a pedophile, what the fuck? I mean, that just doesn't really feel like it's in the spirit of the rap battle. But if he had made a song that was like back-to-back-esque, where he just sort of like breezed past that shit and was like, what's that fucking dumb shit you're talking about? That would have been more in keeping with the energy that he would have needed in order to keep the momentum going. But because he sort of did this song that was like, all right, bro, like
Kendrick,
this is getting lame, I'm over it. That doesn't really like lend itself to him putting out music in the near term.
And he can't drop, like, if Kendrick don't come with something responding to that, and Drake comes with something out of nowhere, it looked like he was pressed to do it. Because what are you responding to?
Right.
Kendrick ain't released nothing new, and you said you were done with it.
Yeah.
Now all this backlash is coming. Bro, he had 1 million dislikes.
I know.
That shit was wild.
I don't put it past Kendrick and his whole little PG Lang operation to be buying fake likes and
Man, get
dislikes.
the fuck out of here, bro.
I wouldn't be
Respect.
surprised.
Nah, nephew ain't doing that.
Listen, all you got to do is buy 1 million dislikes or however many you needed to get to 1 million, and then boom, you have another whole like cycle of press for it. I don't put it past either of these dudes to be employing bot farms and hackers and whatnot. The gloves are off.
Whatever they doing, Kendrick's streams was up 48%. He surpassed all of Drake's records when it comes to streams the first week, first month, like 100 million, some crazy shit. Bro, he didn't breathe. This shit breathed new life into Kendrick.
Oh, for sure. It's giving him like one of the biggest songs of his career, and it's a diss song.
Yeah, he's the king of hip hop right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's kind of a shame because realistically, like all of the death blows that he dealt on that song ended up being cap. And then in the same way, all the shit that Drake said about Kendrick ended up basically being cap too. So like all the allegations and like crazy reveals, none of it panned out to anything.
Did you hear what Big Daddy Kane said?
What?
He hates the fans or social media because whether the line is true or not, if it's a dope line, it's a dope line. So if both sides are capping, so that means they're even. Kendrick still outran him. If Kendrick says some bullshit, Drake says some bullshit. Kendrick's delivery, his lines, his bars, the fans cater to it more than Drake.
Oh yeah, but I feel like in the same way, like we probably could have guessed that this battle was going to end the way that it ended because I feel like the fans, and Drake predicted this early on, the fans were just so eager to give Kendrick a W. He opens his mouth, give him a Grammy. It's so
Come
true.
on, bro. You're
the
not going to do
fans
that. You're
treat
not going to
him
do that.
like fucking royalty because he
Listen,
drops one mid album every
now
4 years.
I feel like, see, I don't want to say this shit, but now I feel like because Drake look more like you than Kendrick, you trying to take this man's.
No, I'm just being real. I feel like Kendrick's overrated.
You say, what?
People give him a shitload of credit for not really doing that much.
So
Look
you
at how
telling
much
me,
music Drake has dropped throughout his career.
You're telling me in this battle, Kendrick did not earn that crown?
I think he earned it in the sense that the popular vote is going to determine the winner regardless of who deserves the W.
Drake was more popular.
Right.
Drake at the start of this shit was more popular.
But the rap fans always want to give it to the nerd lyricist.
Drake's a
Look at
fucking
Nas
nerd.
and Jay-Z. Takeover was better than Ether.
Are you stupid?
The fans gave it to Nas
Are
because
you dumb?
everybody wants to get behind a backpacker.
You trolling right now.
It's a
you on some
fact.
bullshit. You trolling.
Everybody knows what I'm saying is
Takeover's
true.
better than Ether?
Yeah.
You out your dumb ass
And it was
mind?
more real. Nas made up all kinds of shit on that. Ether was all cap.
Ty Boho.
It's easy to be the underground rapper taking aim at the pop star.
So you're saying that
Not like underground rapper, but like lyricist.
Kendrick got it not because he earned it, not because he out-rapped him.
Listen, he did what he had to do. He made a hit song. He had all kinds of crazy jabs, bars, etc. I'm not acting like he did nothing in this whole battle. I'm just saying they were being judged on two very different scorecards.
No, it wasn't. The people are the people.
Right.
Nobody had a scorecard.
And the people
world.
are easily impressed by what
world.
Kendrick brings to the table.
And Drake had more of a worldly influence than Kendrick.
And that was his undoing.
No, that's what got undone.
His popularity is why people are judge him so harshly.
Get the fuck out. Are you weird? Your popularity is the reason why you get to vote.
There has never been a pop
Kendrick
star.
took dude down fair and
Wack,
square.
Wack.
I'm a Drake fan.
Wack. Here's a fact.
I had Drake
Here's a fact.
up.
There's never been a pop star who is that big and that hated as Drake. People have been lining up to try to take him down for all these years, and they finally found the guy to do
Drake
it.
was more loved than hated. If
Sure,
he wasn't, his numbers wouldn't be what they
But
were.
everybody that you can compare
You're
him
not
to,
gonna just take that
there
and
is
kick
no
him off.
sizable Taylor Swift hate contingent.
Stop me. Why the fuck y'all
It's
always
not
wanna
like
mention
the way- I'm
Taylor Swift?
because that's the
when we
only-
talking about rap
The
music.
only other artists that you can compare to Drake
They
are
do that shit in
gigantic pop
ADHD
stars.
too, bro. Listen, no.
Travis Scott doesn't get hate the way that Drake does. Lil Uzi doesn't get hate the way that Drake does.
All of them.
These
What?
guys are all huge, but they don't
stay hating
get
on
hate
Uzi.
the way that Drake does.
They stay hating on Uzi.
Okay, Kanye's fan base hates Drake.
No.
There's a lot of
No.
different fan bases that all mobilize behind Kendrick
I'm going to tell you why.
during this whole thing.
That season, though.
Every single Yeezy
The
fan
Kanye's-
became a Kendrick super fan, even though they had probably never listened
get
to him
the
before
fuck
all
outta
this.
here. Kendrick
It's
earned
a
that
fact.
fair and square.
All these different fan
had
bases
Kendrick
joined
down.
together.
You're talking to a West Coast dude.
I had
who Kendrick down.
He was down up until he wasn't. Up until he dropped 3 songs in like 24 hours that basically
So
took
what's
Drake
wrong
out.
with that?
I'm just saying I think the fans
What's
were too
wrong with
easily
that?
taken in by this.
Because he held his Gatling gun like, let's call a spade a spade.
He did his thing. I'm just saying I don't think they should have been so quick to give him the
They counted
W.
us out with Pearl Harbor too, right? We was counted out.
And
Till
we did our
dropped
thingy
Hiroshima.
thing. Yeah.
There you go. That's where it went.
Yeah.
Drake hit Pearl Harbor.
You ever see Oppenheimer?
Kendrick dropped Hiroshima. What is that?
I just watched it. It's about the scientists who
That's on
like
that's on
created
Netflix.
the.
I seen that shit somewhere.
It was a huge movie when it dropped in theaters.
Yeah, the last 2 days I've been watching Shaka Zulu.
What's that?
What the fuck?
Shaka Zulu.
You never watched Shaka Zulu?
That sounds familiar. I feel like I heard people talk about it.
Wow. What a white guy.
It's a movie?
What?
What is it? I'm looking at the historical figure now, right? Was this
There you
last
go.
great warrior?
Shaka Zulu.
Superb acting and very entertaining movie.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Talk about the Zulu Nation.
I tried watching Shogun. I had to give up. It's too complicated. Have you seen it?
No.
It's fucking crazy. It's about like 16th century samurai shit. I should keep watching.
Were
but
they talking like
no, it's modern. It's not. It wasn't filmed in the 1600s.
yeah, I don't fuck with it. After Bruce Lee,
Do we
I was
have
done.
any other topics here? By the way, Bruce Lee would get his ass kicked by any current UFC fighter.
No.
See, okay, now that's how I know that you'll disagree with anything I say.
Who was Bruce Lee's nemesis?
I don't know.
Bolo.
Bolo.
Big ass fucking Asian UFC fighter style karate.
Is this like a fictional enemy
No.
in a movie?
in the movie? Like Bruce Lee kicked his ass.
To all the fans out there, anyone who watches UFC, how would Bruce Lee fare in the modern UFC?
Bruce Lee would kick Conor McGregor's ass.
No, he
I'm
would
just
not.
playing. Shout out to Conor.
Absolutely not. Gunna's album is on pace to sell 60,000 first week. W or L?
Damn.
Seems like a W to me.
No.
He wasn't supposed to survive this.
No. What did he do last time? And see, this gonna tell me something. Please pull that up.
That's a good question.
Because that means all the chatter about his snitching drove his sales. And the people didn't stay with him. I want to see if the people stayed with him.
We're only seeing it for his current album, unless we
I thought he was like
look. His
100,000 better.
A Gift and a Curse debuted with 85,000 equivalent albums in its first week.
They not staying with him.
Yeah, but that was being pumped up by "Fuck You Mean." You know, he doesn't have like a giant
All
hit on
that-
this one, right?
Bro, they're not staying with him.
One big hit can inflate your fucking album sales to such an extreme extent.
But all that was tied to the snitch shit.
Well, there
fuck
was
you
that
mean?
too, that he had a really strong narrative going on the first album. I listened to the first album as soon as it came out. I haven't bothered to listen to this one.
60, hey, look, hey, brother, I think Gunner's touring is still on point. I just wanted to see if they were staying with him or not. They're not staying with him. So Gunner got about 2026. It might be a problem.
Have you been paying attention to Zoe Osama versus Spiffy Luciana?
You know why I started.
Why?
Zoe Osama wished me a happy birthday.
Oh, right. Okay. Op lover.
What do you mean, op? What how the fuck you gonna call me an op?
No,
Zoe.
Spiffy is looking at Zoe now as an op lover because he said happy birthday to you.
Spiffy gotta stop. He's a civilian.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would he expect Zoe to take on his ops?
You're a civilian. Zoe from East Coast for real, 89th Street.
Right.
89th and Mary. My comrades, like a second home to me. I don't like, why did you, and now Zoe been wearing his ass out. Now my question to you is.
I've only heard like the Instagram clips. I haven't listened to the full songs, but
You remember what I told you?
I would bet on Zoe against Spiffy. I'm sorry, Spiffy. I would bet on him against him
now,
if I hadn't heard anything.
Remember what I told him? In 2 years, you're going to be like every other artist signed to Bootsy, complaining. I haven't seen any Bootsy support with that.
The music.
None.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to jump in somebody's beef in their hometown like that, right? He doesn't do that for any of his other artists.
No, I mean, promoting this shit. Put it up on your shit.
Right.
I haven't seen any.
But again, like, does he really want to jump in that beef?
Look, Spiffy jumped in his.
Yeah. And that looked a little thirsty, right?
Definitely. I told him, I said, what you're doing for him, he's not going to do for you. Little Spiffy.
Can we both agree that they both have almost nothing to gain?
Can we both? No, Zoe is winning. Can we both agree that Spiffy did not pay his little $1,400 rent?
Wait, he got kicked out of his home?
Oh, man, Zoe exposing everything on him, bro. Shout out Zoe Osama.
I did. He was posting
Shout out to them
evidence of him
89th Street boys.
Allegedly scamming and stuff like that. I don't know if that was all true or what.
Yeah, he been scamming.
Okay.
He been scamming.
I just think, like, you know.
All this for nothing. And guess who they going to blame? He's going to blame me for jumping at me and Bootsy shit that had nothing to do with him.
Okay, but here's the thing. When you have real beef as a rapper, the fans will drop everything that they have going on to pay attention to some random rapper that they never heard before getting shot, whatever. The fans, they cannot turn down that kind of content. This is purely a lyrical / like, you know, character assassination thing. I don't think that's going to really appeal. Like, the fans don't give a fuck. Most fans.
Zoe is releasing music, content, and he's eating off this little buster.
I'm really saying all that to just say that the fans are kind of pathetic. Look at that. Oh, Danny from the Stop already made a video. Wack 100 runs down on Flakko for disrespecting his set. Shout out to Danny. But all I'm saying, this is kind of a sad state of affairs that these two dudes are dueling with words, and it's like, of course, being mostly ignored by the community. And then meanwhile, you know, anything violent is going to get a shitload of attention. Spiffy, Luciano, Zoe Osama. Let's see what kind of view counts
Zoe
we're talking
Osama
about.
wore his ass out.
Yeah, look,
Zoe just fucked him
2
up.
weeks ago, 4,000 views for Medea,
So
Zoe Osama diss.
So little Spiffy. It's little Spiffy Whippy. What Zoe got?
He dropped another one called Zoe 101 that has 1,500 views. So this is so much worse. Look at the cartoon of you fucking him in the ass. We might need to blur
ain't
that.
doing that, bro. That's
No
weird.
Vaseline freestyle. Dude, I'm actually astounded by how bad these songs are doing.
So, no, where's Zoe? Where's Zoe shit?
That's what we're going to look at next, yeah. Zoe Osama. But he might not be titling it Spiffy Luciano diss, right? So that might be the difference. Not Like Us freestyle with 10,000 views. I'm assuming that's the one where he takes aim at Spiffy, but I'm not 100% sure.
All his shit is 10, 11, 25. Either way you look at it, he's killing it.
Either way, it's a lot. He's getting a lot more views.
125, 35. Spiffy, go sit your little punk ass down. Go on over there, sit down somewhere, boy. Indian style, sit on your feet.
I will do a full analysis of all these disses. But I think Spiffy like overdid it by dropping a 3-pack anyway.
Nobody cares. He says cuz without a hood.
I feel like Zoe Osama might have dropped it on SoundCloud or something instead of YouTube. All right, I have a great last final topic. And
What?
I don't 100% know that this video is going to be dropped by the time the people are watching this, but
What is this? What's going on?
word on the streets is that there is a devastating G-Face video on the way from a certain YouTuber.
You know, G-Face got snatched 2 weeks after he left here.
Yes, and that is what started this video, but I believe that there will be many more revelations made about G-Face from this video pertaining to his alleged loose lips. But yeah, they picked him up for alleged like wire fraud.
New telling?
I've been sworn to secrecy. So I await the YouTube upload like everybody else, but they might have seen it by the time this comes out. Either way, from what I was told, it would be quite devastating.
Wire fraud?
And if that is the case, if it is the case that this video does come out, I feel like your interrogation of him on this podcast will go down in history because that's
real.
That's like the ultimate B-roll that you need for this sort of video.
Yeah, we need to, you know, put that together. But you know, we had to work on him.
Out of respect for G-Face, I didn't really like acknowledge how funny that interaction between you two was?
Did you see him start sweating?
I noticed everything.
You seen The Blind Side?
It was crazy.
You see that? See, you don't ever give me my credit, Adam.
That was like some of the craziest shit I've ever seen on this podcast.
See
I was
that?
just sitting back, was watching that dynamic, like, what the?
You see, my team working, Clubhouse team was working, doing the Adam and 22, Adam and Wack show. B sent me the content. I said, yo, is your name such and such? I lined him up. You knew I was coming with it.
I assumed that you were going to do that, and that's why.
Why did you assume that?
Because it's just, that's you, and I just knew you weren't going to let him sit next to you without you fucking interrogating him. But then the fact that, like, I mean, if he had a gallon of water next to him, he would have drank the whole thing.
Yo.
The sweat was coming down.
When I asked him his name,
Yuri.
and I said, you're Yuri? Hold on, so you know this guy?
I never met a Yuri I don't like.
He started sweating like fuck. I said, oh, I got him now. And you know me, I'm fucked up. I'm going to keep pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could have gone a lot harder.
Yeah, I had some more shit.
Yeah.
I was saving that for the next one.
But then I felt like you kind of left it. You didn't like immediately run a bunch of rooms on him, right?
No, what I did was I told him, I'm going to wait till I pull the paperwork, which I already had. I was setting up part 2. Already got the paperwork. I had it that day. I already know what you said, right? But I was waiting for him to come back part 2, right? Now, didn't he have a problem with Snoopy?
Yeah.
That shit would have been crazy. Me, you, him, and Snoopy. That shit
Oh my
would have
God.
been wild.
I don't know if that would have happened, but you signing Snoopy to your label and then that would be like a great plot twist for this. I'm not saying you should send him on a dummy mission to go diss
Where did that
G-Face or
come
anything.
from?
Because, man, like, I feel like it'd be big for Rooster Unity if you and Snoopy could really like come together.
Yeah, but Snoopy, I told Snoopy the thing I got a problem with is he keep dissing Hollywood. And that's a Paul Roux said. He need to diss those people from Hollywood he got a problem with. Because dissing Hollywood, you dissing Paul Roux, right? So he need to clean that up. We're gonna go over this. Let's bring him in next week.
I'm super.
I'm gonna go ahead on and humble myself. And we're gonna sit down with him for the betterment, for the good of the people. And we're gonna let the content.
Yeah.
Troy Ave called me. He's doing all right, good spirits.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, he's doing all right, good spirits. He's programming.
Let's have Spiffy come in a little bit early.
Why did you call him Spiffy?
Excuse me, Snoopy. A lot of funny names.
We got Jason Lee coming next week.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, let's try to do Jason and Snoopy.
What Jason's already.
Or we could do Snoopy on Wednesday as well.
Jason's separate. Where he said what we want to do, we can run him before Jason.
That's what I'm saying. 2 different episodes.
Yeah. Nah, we can't run Jason with.
That would be insane.
That'd be an insult to Jason. What the fuck?
That would be so crazy to see them
Nah,
together.
we not do. I wouldn't do Jason.
Imagine trying to explain Snoopy Badazz to Jason Lee.
He'll be like, what? Fuck.
You'd be like, why do I care? I'm the mayor of Stockton.
Yo, thank you for coming to the Adam and Wack Show. Episode
50-ish? I don't know.
50-ish,
40 maybe?
40-ish.
40?
I don't know. But in the meantime,
40.
episode 40.
40.
You know what?
That's a spody 40.
Hold on. I'm going to say this.
Shout out Lupe.
Episode 40, I want to dedicate episode 40 to my homeboy Scooter from Neighborhood 40 Crip. We was in prison together, Pleasant Valley 3 Yard. My homeboy's resting in peace. I want to dedicate this episode 40 to my homeboy Scooter. Salute.
Now, I also want to say 40. That's a 40 right
That's
there.
real
Free
shit.
my man Crip Mac.
Rest in peace, Scooter, my nigga.
Shout out.
Love.
Wack 100, Adam 22. Appreciate everybody who watched this. Follow me on Snapchat, Adam 22 Bro. We out.
Whoops.